Where are we now? The city of Xangard, Port City, with our villains still held within the city, as well as the entirety of the population under a quarantine.
Oddly enough,
How fitting.
Oddly enough, it's a Did you plan this? Yeah.
Did you cause all of this shit?
Look, this is how seriously I take D&D. Spread an outbreak just so I can make it all tie in. Yes, I believe that. Actually, where are Aga, Thaxl, and Marcon currently? I know we're.
Aga and Thaxl were in their room talking about plans of, and then Marcon's in his room waiting for Emmy.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
All right. Emmy currently in Thaxl form.
Yep.
Lulled to sleep with a spell that effectively makes you unconscious for an hour, I think, and gives every sign of death outwardly.
And no magic can determine it. Nobody can determine it, especially with my ring. They can't determine anything.
Right, you've got the Ring of Mind Shielding?
And the spell itself prevents anybody from determining it.
Ooh, nice. What's the spell name again?
Finger of Death. Or wait, no. Yeah, Feign Death, sorry.
I'm like...
I was about to say, are you about to become a zombie?
No, it's Feign Death, I'm sorry. My mind is on
fingers?
Saturday things.
No
spoilers.
Nice.
Anybody wants some Kool-Aid or finger guns?
Nice. Okay. So.
There we go.
Nana D, or Deidre, or Emmy, sorry. Currently in Thaxl form under the Feign Death spell. And with Maeve'riel. She has a disguise of some sort, right? Or no?
She says she is currently disguised as an average adventurer waiting for her pay.
That's right. Excellent. Is there, ready, doing just so, waiting. Of course, Emmy and Thaxl's form feigned death actively at the police station in front of a number of witnesses to see that she was there and alive and now dead to one's outward inspection. They summoned the High Inquisitor, given that this is such a high value reward. Man, my words are not working tonight. High value target bounty. More coffee is what I need. And she removed her heavier cloak to reveal a half cloak with a number of eyes that dart around. Single.
Did she tell you what she was gonna do?
Maeve'riel, she gave me a list of spells.
Oh no! Did she tell you what she was gonna do for this situation? What we had planned?
I don't think so. No, I think
I'll
she
DM
just...
you.
Okay, thanks.
Yes. Hold on.
Nice.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Let me check her text. I think she said... Yeah. So apologize for the mistake.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see it here. Yep.
Sorry.
Okay. Interesting.
That's what we had planned.
Okay. Nice. I like it. So we'll jump right in because tension's high, but it is downtime episode. Another downtime thing here. So we'll just jump in. Meaning I don't have a thing prepared, so we'll just jump right in. Sorry. Where are we? Let's see. It's early winter, almost winter. It's like mid-December. So there's a bit of a chill in the air. The stone floor to the jailer's room here is cold beneath Emmy's back. Maeve'riel, ever the thespian, playing an eager adventurer, done with whatever's going on here, just wanting her payday. As the High Inquisitor steps over, cautiously and carefully to inspect. The eyes dart around as she kneels down on one knee beside Thaxl's corpse. Eyes dart back and forth. She checks the pulse, checks for breath, feels, the abdomen here, puts a thumb on one of the eyes and pushes the eye, or things that would be uncomfortable if you were conscious. No reaction, of course, from Thaxl Amy. She sits up. Well, looks back and forth, looks over at Maeve'riel. Crap, she's not here. And how did you manage to track this one down? We've been searching for her for quite some time. Maeve'riel, in adventurer form. I don't want to roleplay too much because I don't know how she'd do it, but she was difficult to find. It was actually more by happenstance. I do keep a log of active bounties, over 10,000 gold pieces in the neighboring cities here on Vasarel, and found her camped out way off the trail, probably traveling from one city to another. Thought she found a good hovel to reside in, made friends for a bit, and when she went to sleep, well, I did my work, brought her here. High Inquisitor. She looks at one of the guards. Chairs, please. Do sit. And he pulls up a seat. I'm assuming Maeve'riel's probably gonna. I'd rather just get my money and go. I mean, clearly this is her, and it didn't say alive or dead. I brought her here alive. This is nothing to do with me. She made it into this building alive, and so I'd like to see my gold now. High Inquisitor. Yes, well, it's going to be a little bit. Please, sit. And Maeve'riel uncomfortably, reluctantly, pulled up a seat briefly close to Emmy. She's going to pull her seat, nearby. Well, I'm not leaving this body until I get my money. She uses this as an excuse to stay close. Very well, yes. Well, now we wait. She leans back and crosses her legs and snaps fingers to one of the guards that heads off and comes back with some wine, which she does not offer to Maeve'riel, and sips a little bit and sets it down and Emmy, if you were to receive a message right now telepathically, would you accept it or would you block it?
I wouldn't. That would depend on if I knew who it was from. Because I'm currently unconscious.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. That's what you wouldn't be able to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Unless you want to make it strong enough for me to be able to respond.
Nice. Let's do a roll and see. Oh gosh. All right. Okay. So Maeve'riel is forced to sit here. There's a number of guards here already, and some others that came in with the High Inquisitor. And I'll actually ask you, Emmy, to see what you feel she might do. Now, of course, you're unconscious, but in your Maeve'riel mindset, you get the feeling that this High Inquisitor does this as part of her job, and she may or may not be aware of some of the tricks of the trade, and maybe waiting out, a few hours for this, probably a number of different spells that can or effects that can do things, poisons, other things like that. So she may be waiting out like a few hours. It's the gist that Maeve'riel got with her role, her insight. Do you feel like she would enact one of the plans, or something else?
I think that based on our conversation in my Maeve'riel mindset, that she would wait until probably 15 minutes or so, and then enact the plan.
Okay. All right.
Until we had about 15. She would wait until there was just enough time for her to be able to do the thing, and to do all of the things, not just one, but all of the things.
Okay. So after about that amount of time, Maeve'riel in standard adventurer form. Look, it's been 20 minutes here. I do not have all day to wait. You can give me my money, or I'll just take this back and we can forget. I'm sure someone else will pay for her. And the High Inquisitor glances. Oh no, well, wait here. If this is her, then you have nowhere else to go. Nowhere else to bring her. She's going to use her, because she has some skills in here. We just open up her character sheet for...
Once by suggestion? 600, Dan.
Oh, crap. We don't have her spells in here? What the what? All right, but she sent me all her spells in a text, so that's fine.
So while Dan is doing that, did we get communicated with about what was happening on, okay, so me and Thaxl are just up there having a heart-to-heart, and we don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay, all right, cool.
No,
Dope.
nobody said anything, because y'all were gone. Y'all took off. You and Marcon took off, and Emmy and Maeve'riel. He's the only one that knows that we're going somewhere to do a thing. But y'all, yeah. And then no, that's right. Y'all don't know what the hell is going on.
You didn't give Marcon any details, did you?
Yeah, she told Marcon exactly what she was going to do. She knows that those two are going to take care of Marcon's thing, but he doesn't know about the Thaxl thing.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, but he knows that they are. He knows that they were going there to do a thing.
Ooh,
for him.
All right.
So we know where they are, but not necessarily that there's trouble.
Yeah.
Marcon knows where they are. Bob does not. Aga does not.
Yeah.
Because Aga came in right after they had finished talking. And
I'm just assuming over a long enough period of time, Aga will probably ask, anybody seen blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's been a couple hours since y'all seen us. So it's been about a couple hours, I would think.
I forget, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably been at least a couple of hours.
If at any point, Dan, you feel it is appropriate, when Aga would finally kind of where have they been after probably several hours? he would send the owl to go check out where they said they were going if Marcon is open with him. But
I think that they went directly there. Because I think they went right there.
Yeah, we went directly there.
And then went, but they did, they did go in and they cleared Marcon's debt. And then came out and went into the alleyway. So it's probably been about an hour, I'd say, a little over an hour.
so definitely not yet. Aga's not worried after an hour.
No?
Yeah.
But maybe 2 or,
Okay.
or 3.
So it's probably been closer to an hour and a half now because it's been waiting like 20 minutes. So if that makes
Gotcha.
a difference.
Well, I mean, just let me know when you think it's appropriate, and
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
Neat. All right. So Maeve'riel, sensing the tides turning, uses one of her spells to try and manage this High Inquisitor. And let's just do her thing. Okay. Maeve'riel in adventure form. Listen, I think that now that I'm looking at her, this probably isn't even her, and it's really not worth my time or yours. I'm really sorry for the confusion here, but the bounty was so great, and I think I just made a mistake with the money signs in my eyes, but clearly this is not the person you're looking for. And the High Inquisitor and all her snootiness, legs crossed, sitting in the seat. Yes. Yes, I don't think this is her. Well, remove this body then from our jail cell and see that... I don't care. Do whatever. Please don't waste my time again. Maeve'riel. Of course not. Now, I know that you have to retire. I'm sorry I wasted your time, but please have a safe and expedient trip back to your home. High Inquisitor. Yes, I do. Of course. Well, I will. You... Yes. See, this is taken care of. She stands up and snaps a finger, and the guards that she came in with crowd around her. One of them brings their heavy jacket for the cold weather outside, and they all leave, just leaving the single guard that you bribed earlier for Marcon. And Maeve'riel lifting up Thaxl's dead form. Let me find a text here. And where she turns as though she's gonna almost walk into a wall, but bamfs out through this smoky portal that appears just in front of the wall, leaving behind the faint smell of brimstone for that guard, before reappearing in an alley a few buildings over, with about 20 minutes left on the faint death spell. She's probably going to look around. Oh, I see. No, she's going to levitate. So she props Thaxl up in a basically upright position, and Weekend at Bernie's the dead Thaxl form with levitate, and makes her kind of slouched up on his shoulder and like, oh, no, you really shouldn't be drinking this early in the day, and not this much, and just if she catches anyone's eye, she'll have a little comment to the form. It's probably only going to take about 20 minutes. I'd say that you'd get back around the 2-hour mark for as far as everyone else is going. As you're going, you rouse the consciousness, Emmy, as you're sort of floating up the stairs with Maeve'riel still in the adventurer form, heading upstairs in the tavern, the inn that you're staying at.
Are we out of view of other people going up the stairs?
Make a quick perception check at disadvantage as you're still a little hazy.
All right. Yep. I'm in Thaxl form. I just want to make sure I'm in Thaxl form, right?
Still in Thaxl form, yep.
Okay.
The coast looks clear. You can't, yeah.
Wait. We'll just kind of wait until we get to the top of the stairs at least.
Okay.
And then I am going to change forms and actually, hold on, let me do this thing. Hold on. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till we get to the top of the stairs. I'm gonna change form and drag my hand over my armor and like make it look like I'm wearing a long black cloak with a hood, so it can't be seen what I actually look like.
Okay.
But small enough that I'm a lot, and yeah.
It seems you're awake, Maeve'riel says in her voice.
Take me to the thing.
Yes, of course, dear. We're headed there now. And she'll take you down to, to your room, I suppose, and see where you want to go from there. She'll knock on Thaxl, Agador, and on Marcon as she passes. And then wait outside of Imi's door.
She'll kind of like, I assume that because she's never experienced this before, that she's a lot weak, and she might like stumble a little bit and kind of lean hard against the door. You can hear her thudding against the door as she tries to open it, and looking for the key for the room.
Okay.
But she's making a lot of noise that anybody would hear.
Does anyone come out between the knock on their door and the thudding?
I had a question. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna come outside and see what the knock was.
Okay, you'll see Maeve'riel just give like a come down to this room nod. Of course, she's an adventurer form with a little tiny body, but you know it's Immauri's room.
Okay, I'm gonna give her a slight nod and then walk towards the room.
Okay, Thaxl, what's your question?
Has it been enough of a short rest time period for me?
Yeah, you can have a short rest in there. You were just chilling with Aga.
Yeah. I just wanted to, make sure. Cool. Take a short rest so I can vamp if I need to back into whatever form I want.
If we could have a moment to retcon a little bit at the end of Thaxl and Aga's discussion, I thought about something that he would have brought up to her, but we didn't cover it last time, and I wanted to cover it if that's cool with you, Dan.
Only task fail. What was that last piece? Sorry.
I wanted to rewind a little bit and have a brief conversation with Thaxl before they showed up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they had a really big heart-to-heart last time, and I don't want to get too into that, but at the end of it, he would have said, I'm feeling a little... My hands are a little itchy, especially after whatever the hell that Eladrin did to us. I kind of just want to go break something. I'm sure with everybody locked up that we could probably find ourselves a pit to work through some emotions, don't you think, Thaxl? And he'll kind of crack his knuckles and kind of like show you an eager smile he hasn't really ever showed anyone before. Aside from Nana D when he was affected, but if I remember correctly, the memory is gone.
That is so tempting. Yes.
think it's a good way to work off some steam.
Yes.
Besides, we could finally see what, Marcon can do, not against a dragon, and maybe Nana D will surprise us. We'll see. Be nice to see what Maeve'riel's worth in a fight as well. Jesus Christ, what was that?
The tavern's local pop.
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. I'm a lizard.
But I mean, that was all he wanted to do was suggest that to work off some steam.
How am I gonna go do that when I can't even show my? Oh, I would have to go into.
You know. Come on, you're my trusty animal companion.
Ow. Do I want me to be the big animal companion or like?
I'm big. We're gonna go fight something, Thaxl.
Yeah. Okay. I like this.
All right.
Okay.
And then, whenever they'll just have small talk, I guess, until they come around and knock on the door.
Fight. She's now yeah, okay.
Nice. All right. What would you two like to do as you hear the knock knock and the footfalls go by?
Ladies first.
I am a wanted criminal here. Maybe tieflings first.
I am wearing armor, and he'll pull the door open, peek his head out.
You see, the Maeve'riel. She's in an adventurer's form. She might not recognize her, but you see this female adventurer humanoid, kind of like give you a head nod, like come down here and stop at Immauri's room with a little tiny cloaked individual. Levitating slightly off the floor until she reaches the door, and then you see that little individual sort of stumbling a bit, trying to get the key to open up the door.
Well,
who is it?
I don't know. Let's find out. Looks like it's Nana and somebody.
Well, can you find out who that somebody is before I just walk out?
I can't get the key to the door.
Is she drunk? Is Nana drunk?
I'm gonna come up behind her and take the key from her and put it in the door.
Okay.
It's really easy to take the key from her hand.
Nice.
Really easy.
Awesome.
I'll look at Thaxl and go, Marcon's right there. If it's somebody who's going to tattle, we'll just take their head off. Let's go. And he'll walk out the door.
I will cautiously follow him.
Okay. As you step out, Thaxl, you see the small cloaked form walk into the room. Marcon, do you follow Nana D?
Yeah, I'll follow her into the room.
Okay, and then this adventurer heads in, followed by Aga. Are you going in as well, Thaxl?
Might as well. I have my dagger out, my dagger venom, just in case.
Okay, nice.
Why not?
All right.
As soon as I get into the room and get to the bed, I'm gonna pull the cloak down and transform back into Nana form. And he please make me stop floating. I don't like this. It's very unnerving.
Oh, of course, dear. And you lower with a thud, dunk, down as the spell cancels.
She'll thank you. And she'll grab onto the bed. I really don't like that. I feel like you've been dead. And she'll look over at you, Marcon, and she'll say, "It's handled." And then when she sees Aga, she narrows her eyes, and cuts them, and then looks over at Thaxl, and her eyes still stay narrowed. Yeah, I tried, but sorry, not sorry.
You tried what? It sounds like you're really drunk. What do you mean you tried? You just try to not get drunk and then got drunk anyways?
So let me just tell you what I did. And she'll like pull herself up onto the bed, and you can tell she's got a little bit of an attitude. And she doesn't give a fuck.
Nice.
And she'll sit there and she'll look at you, pull out a cigarette, light it, and take a big ass drag, and then blow it in Aga's direction. And she'll say, so let me just tell you what I've done so far so that I can make sure that we're on the same fucking page. Because I'm here right now. And she'll hold her hand up above her spectacles, like this is where she's at. And she'll say, I have jumped off a cliff. I have followed you blindly, and I just died for you. And you can't even, you know what? It's cool. It's fine. Everything is fine.
You haven't died for me.
Oh, bullshit. I just got a ass Maeve'riel. I just died for you.
Maeve'riel disassembles her disguise.
This is the third time that I have died for you.
Okay, I'm very confused. Nana, I look at Maeve'riel. What the fuck is going on?
Well.
English, please.
Yes.
Comment.
First, we should note that, Marcon, your bounty's been cleared via the usual means.
Oh, seriously?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Thanks
Just gonna see a big old smile go across his face. Like,
Nice.
watch me. Yeah.
Yes, and thanks to Nana. Wait, does she know your name, or is she still calling you friend, Nana D?
Oh, she knows my name.
Okay.
She knows my name.
Thanks to Nana D's keen thinking. Thaxl, she attempted the same. She took your form in an attempt to clear your bounty as well, and had to put herself in a state of death to fool those that would inspect, so they would believe you had in fact been brought to justice and would be free to walk, well, maybe not right away, but free to walk the streets again soon enough. It did not work, but...
What?
Aga's gonna put a hand on her shoulder.
What? Don't touch me.
It was an attempt at teamwork.
Her grip is going to tighten on her dagger, not to use it, but it's going to tighten. She is now pissed. But she can't yell out because people know that she's probably still walking around town. Blah, 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 blah.
Are you looking at Nana while you're having this face? Are you looking at her?
She's eyes on the ground for a little bit, contemplating her next move.
She's tall enough that Nana can see this, right? Like from where
probably.
she's...
Like she's not hiding.
Yeah.
She doesn't hide her emotions. So
All right. Well, while you're sitting there getting pissed and grabbing your dagger, Nana's gonna say, I know that you're going through some shit, girl, but Nana's been through some shit too. And ain't nothing that nobody can go through that's been worse than what I've been through. Now, I don't care what you say. I know that you're feeling all kinds of pains of betrayals and everything else that's going on. And you got your heart set on this, and she'll just shake her head. It doesn't matter. It matters that you need to focus, because you're getting us all in some troubles, and you so doing things and not talking to people and not trusting folks. And here we done risked our lives. This girl didn't even know you, and she risked her life for you. So whatever it is that you got up your sleeve, Miss Lady, you need to start thinking about everybody else, because we trying to help you. And if you want my help moving forward, then you need to be 100% honest and put your ass on the line for us for a change.
Oh, honey. Did I ask you to go try to clear this debt for me?
You asked me to jump off a cliff for you.
That was a cliff.
Yes.
That wasn't. What did
you said by any means necessary. And I have done my due diligence and done everything by any means necessary. And it stops right now. I will not do anything by any means necessary for you anymore until you show me that you're worth it.
Sorry, I think our kitty
Okay.
friend decided to come back into our yard. Listen. No one takes my face away from me and pretend to be me walking around trying to clean up my shit. I did not ask you to go try to clean up my shit. That is on me. Y'all weren't here in Xangard when all that shit went down. This is my problem. I did not ask you to go do that. So why are you pretending to be me?
You asked me to trust you and be by your side and help. Yes.
Not
Is
for
that-
this.
All right, fine. I will never help you again.
Ooh. God damn it. Hold on.
I'm sorry. I gotta stop laughing.
You owe me a debt, and I will make sure that you are constantly reminded of that debt until you pay it off. Until then, do not ask me to help you with anything.
Oh, honey, I gave my word that that's going to be paid. That 100% will happen. I am more livid that you stole my face to trying to clean up my mess.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I stole it. I did to save your life.
No, I don't need saving here. I did not ask you to come save me here. Xangard is off limits.
Oh, everything's off limits now, girl. How long it gonna take you to pay my debt?
I don't know. How long?
You have 30 days.
You never even told me what it was, though. I mean, I do keep my word, but I do also have an errand to run.
Actually, I did tell you that there was a man that I needed to get revenge on too. And that's when you agreed. I told you. And if you don't care to remember that,
That's right. I was going to go kill somebody, huh?
I told you exactly what needed to be done. And you agreed after I told you, because you wouldn't agree until I told you.
Nana, if I may.
Hold on, no, you may not. I am talking to her. This is between her and I.
I'm gonna put my hand on Aga's shoulder and just be like,
We're just gonna look at each other with an understanding of like the
Yeah,
security guards on Jerry Springer being like, just be ready to stop this shit.
Exactly.
I have done nothing but try to be polite and nice to you. How dare you be offended for me going out my way to try to help you out because you griefing, and your griefing is causing everybody else problems. Everybody is suffering because you griefing, and we're trying to make it right for everybody, because it's not just your ass on the line, it's all of us. But once you stop thinking about Thaxl only and start thinking about everybody who's here with you, then maybe you'll understand what's going on. And maybe you'll start trusting the folks that are trying to help you. You want us to be there, but you don't only want to talk to one person. But you know what? It's all of us that are here. There are 5 of us here. It is not the world revolves around Thaxl. It's the group works together. And either you're going to get right and start acting like a team, or don't ask anybody to do anything. And don't look for us to help you get whatever revenge you need. Because all you worried about is you. What about the rest of us? We all have lives, and you putting our lives in jeopardy.
But you just put mine in jeopardy.
No, I didn't.
Didn't you?
I did not put your
Didn't you
life in
though?
jeopardy. No, I did not.
All right. I'll see y'all later. She's going to walk out the room and go back to her room.
Okay.
And she'll turn her gaze to Aga, turn her eyes at him.
He'll kind of cock his head.
Are you gonna work as a team too, or are you gonna keep your secrets? You don't think that Nana see y'all whispering?
I've been very open.
Mm-hmm.
I have been very open.
Uh-huh.
What would you like to know, Nana?
What are your plans? Are you planning on helping her? Are you planning on talking to us? What y'all been whispering about? She'll point to the wall and show the gaps in the wall between their rooms and say, you know, I'm not deaf, but I am very much about keeping people's privacy to themselves. But you see these gaps in this wall, and y'all sitting next to me. So I don't care what y'all was talking about. That's between y'all two. But when are you going to tell everybody else what's going on? You supposed to be the smarter one of the two, of y'all two. So why don't you tell us, the rest of us three, her, what your plans are, so that we have an idea of what's going on.
Okay. All right. I'm working on creating something that will hold me in the prime material plane long enough that I can arm myself against those who wish to claim my soul after death. It's a long-term plan, so for the moment, what I'm doing is accruing debt, as in lending my services so that others are obligated to me. Something similar to what you've done with this group. I'm going to need help at some point taking down somebody much more powerful than I currently am.
That's your plan?
Yes, but it's very long term.
I don't care how long term it is. I care about you being honest. You need help with something? I'll help you. You don't need to worry about a debt. You just tell me you need my help, and so long as you help me, I'll help you.
I need your help.
All right, I need your help too.
All right, let's go kill this fucker. 30 days, right?
30 days.
As soon as we can get out of this godforsaken city, I'm for it.
Sounds
Although
like a
I
plan.
will tell you that just out of the sake of safety, I'm not sure how much you know about Thaxl's past, but she does have a little bit of a dangerous tale. And as far as I understand, it's currently chasing us. So, we may have to deal with a dangerous entity, which I don't fully understand yet, but I can talk to Thaxl and see if she'll speak to me about it.
Well, yeah, then why don't you talk to Thaxl and tell Thaxl if she really wants to make sure that nobody else betrays her, that she be open. Because the more you hide, the more problems will be.
Nana,
I understand she got her issues, but you know what? Everybody in this room has an issue. Everybody in this room has a reason why they're working together. So...
And each issue requires a different approach, Nana. Which means that sometimes the hammer is not the approach. Sometimes it's the scalpel. So please, if you're going to be a perpetual hammer, allow me to be a scalpel in regard to Thaxl.
I'd like to reserve the right for that scalpel regarding Thaxl.
Okay,
But
well,
for now,
perhaps
for now, I'll let you do your thing. But mind you, if the situation requires it, trust that Nana will be the very scalpel that you hope to hold.
I think you are misinterpreting slightly. What I mean is that your approach is terribly blunt and terribly forward and terribly aggressive. Which all work on certain people, perhaps ones with temperaments tempered by punishment. But Thaxl's temperament is defensive when you get like that. Thaxl is much more accepting of someone who respects her before they
You
explode.
gotta, I understand what you're saying, but you got to give respect to get respect with Nana. And I haven't gotten any from her yet. Just expectations and people assuming that Nana is a simple halfling, not just in size, but in mind. And I tell you what, Nana ain't no fucking halfling.
Well,
But I understand what you're saying, and I can agree to let you do your thing for now.
okay, well, I have an idea, and perhaps you'll like it. Thaxl puts a lot of weight in. We'll call it combat effectiveness because that's what I would call it. Physical strength, perhaps ability to kill, however you'd like to put it. Thaxl puts some weight in it, and you might earn some respect in her eyes that might be able to wash away the tirade that you have just assaulted her with. If we all together went and found somewhere to work through some of these more aggressive emotions on a target that was not one of us, I think that it would be a good cathartic experience to go beat the shit out of something until it's dead.
Well,
Amen to that.
That might be true, but just so that we're clear, we're all equals here. And I'm not going to cater to one bitch or another. If you want my respect, then everybody needs to be respectful to everybody and earn equally. I'm not going to focus my time on only one. I think I have done enough to prove that I am willing to go way outside of the norm to help. So now it's time for y'all to prove to me. But yes, I agree, we need to stab the fuck out of something.
Aga's like chewing on his tongue, like don't say anything. And he goes, I suppose we all have an interesting way of showing respect. I feel as though, Nana, you may have taken something I said a little personally. I do have to say that I am a bit like you in my forward nature, particularly when it comes to understanding things. I do not think that being a demon is a bad thing, nor would I care if you were one. I simply ask because your abilities, and he'll kind of gesture at the size that Immauri should be versus the size that Nana D is.
She'll adjust accordingly. Hold on 1 second.
He'll cock an eyebrow and kind of like nod as if like that's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. He'll go, I have only seen that coming from a specific type of particularly nasty demon. And by nasty, I mean powerful. And so I was curious, seeing as I'm trying to accrue friends or allies, or however you wish to term it. I was curious.
Associates.
Associates is a wonderful word for it. I was curious as to what origin your abilities had, because it would change how I would call on your aid. That's all that was. An attempt at getting to know you. I am sorry it appeared as an insult.
I accept your apology, but instead of worrying about what I is, why don't you worry about who I is and get to know me? And with that, she'll change her clothes from the cloak to the jewelry and fur coat, and she'll say, what I am isn't as important as what I can do, where that source comes from. I don't trust you enough to tell you that. But if you want to get a little bit more information about me, why don't you start with what's your name?
Do I actually? Has she said her name before? I thought she had.
No,
I
she's
thought-
only said Nana D.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he will look at her and say, "Well, for someone who wants forthrightness, I assume that those are not your only two forms. What are your names?" And he'll ask for all of your names and personas. If you want respect and trust, sharing is caring.
While I would be hmm interested in sharing so many things with someone like you. To me, it seems as if names are far too important to you. For reasons that, someone, and she'll look you up and down like you is plotting, at least from your brief explanation. I will tell you my true name, and that is the only name that is important. Because as many people as are in this realm and beyond, that is how many names I have. And that is how many faces I have. I can be you. I can be Marcon. I can be Maeve'riel. I can be the bartender. I could be anyone I choose to be. But my name is Immauri, and that's the only name that is important.
He'll nod, and he'll say, "My name is not Aga, it's Agamemnon," and he'll put his hand out in a gesture of friendship.
And she'll take it, she'll extend her hand. And you could tell that it's kind of awkward the way that she's like shaking it. It's almost as if this is an unfamiliar territory to her. And she'll barely put her fingertips on your palm and her thumb on the exterior of between your thumb and your forefinger. Even in the armor, you can tell that it's so light that she just kind of wiggles it. She doesn't actually shake it. And the look on her face is just curiousness.
The confusion.
Yes. She's just shakes it.
Aga will nod and he'll say, "It was an odd custom, my first time experiencing it as well. It seems to be a kind of greeting on this plane that people use either in friendship or in deceit. Seems to be the two most common. I like to imagine this would be friendship. I am going to go try and speak to Thaxl before she gets brash. And let's go kill something, shall we?"
Before
Now
you
that's the
go,
most sense that you've made all day.
before you go, be aware that I don't often have outbursts. And if I offended you, then that was my intent. But I do apologize for raising your anger unnecessarily, in your opinion.
Not my anger I'm worried about. You see, I think you've guessed correctly in that I kind of view associates as tools.
Don't we all?
And I think that you would agree with me after we go kill something today that Thaxl is probably one of the more effective ones I've ever come across.
We shall see. I do have something I need to tend to first.
Would you like any assistance?
She'll look to Marcon and arch a brow and give him a slight smirk, and then look back to Aga. No,
Obviously
I
not.
think I'll
And he'll
be
leave.
just fine.
And right as he leaves, just for fun, he'll press the digitation and he'll just curl the smoke from. Or is there still a cigarette in your hand from Nana D or no?
Yeah.
He'll curl some smoke up from the cigarette and just puff it back in her face just for fun.
Well played.
And he'll step out and check his and Thaxl's room. Is Thaxl in there? Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna see. Well, whenever you come in.
Yeah, he'll poke his head
you're-
in and look. Yeah, he stepped out of Immauri's room. This is going to be really confusing. He stepped out of Immauri's room and poked his head into yours and his room.
She has her dagger is like on the floor. Her bag of poisons are in front of her. She has 2 of them out. She's also going through her bag to like collect all the money that she stole, and kind of like separate whatever. Yes.
Aga recognizes it. The ritualistic.
Just setting. Yes, can I help you?
Aga will just go, nope, and he'll come and sit down like with his back against hers and start doing the same thing that she's doing with all his spell components and his gold and his spell book. His little magical bits that he's working on turning into items and things like that. He'll just start doing the same thing with like a ritualistic, organize everything, get your shit straight kind of moment. And he'll wait until he can tell that she's at least partially calmed down.
I want to point out that the walls of worth that are thin, and Emmy wasn't trying to be quiet about what she said. So it's safe to say Thaxl heard everything Emmy at least was saying.
Aga would have kept his voice very level and controlled. He would not have.
I'm going to do a perception roll just to see if she was even paying attention. She caught some of it. She has the 2, I think it's a 2 poisons she marked for Rhea. Right there, there's like one for nope, she marked that one off. One for McGregor. There's like a series for McGregor. And then she has one that's just a standard poison. There's my list. Okay. And then she'll take that one, the standard poison, and then kind of look back a little bit, and she'll ask Aga, do you think if I give you the coins that I took, because I know they're cursed now, do you think if I give them to you, I'll be able to leave?
I don't know. Maybe.
I still need to get to my home.
Yeah. It's up to you. But I will gladly take it.
I mean, I'm not going to use it here. I don't need to use it here.
Oh God, I will. Please, let me have it.
Or can you go shopping for me?
I mean, I could go shopping for you because I'll just charge a finder's fee. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm trying to make a few things.
Oh, so you probably need this more than I do. Cool. Also, Do you have any healing spells on you?
You need one?
Maybe. And she's going to pop the lid off of her poison and take a little swig. Just a little.
He's not going to stop her, but he will prestidigitation it and make it taste like sugar water. Actually,
don't make it more appealing.
Does Aga know what Thaxl's favorite drink is?
Alcohol?
Whiskey?
Yeah.
Whiskey.
Everybody knows that. She's been putting it in the battle muffins.
Whiskey, yeah, it's whiskey.
He'll make it taste like really smooth whiskey.
Mm.
Really, really smooth whiskey.
Make a con save with disadvantage, Thaxl.
Ooh.
Please.
Oh, same roll. Con save?
Yep, con save at disadvantage.
14.
Okay, and what's which? Do you know which poison that one was?
It was a standard.
Standard poison. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I was gonna do just half to see how it settled.
Okay.
Just half. Just the tip.
Just a tip.
Let's see. I'm going to just quickly take a peek at our thingamabobbers here.
I mean, I'm not gonna use any or yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure I do you justice with you.
Thank you. Thanks. Where's my pencil?
Adventuring gear, I think. Poison's under.
I think it's like a.
Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. DC 10 con save. Yeah. So this one you throw back, and it's acrid. It's no, I'm sorry. It's not, because it tastes like smooth whiskey. But you feel it as you swallow that, and it works its way into your system. You get a lot of like gut pains, those tight, terrible gut pains. But you don't throw up and you don't take any damage. It's just your stomach feels like garbage now, really painful, like something's lodged in the middle.
I missed a little bit of that description. Did you take damage or no?
No, she did not.
Okay.
Do I look okay?
Look fine to me.
Sorry if that is picking up. I'm gonna chug the rest. Or before I do, can you do that thing again? Please?
Prestidigitation.
Thank you.
Mm.
Okay.
He takes a big old swig. It tastes like shit water.
That's amazing. Do you still swallow the poison?
Yes, I do.
Is this the other half of the standard one?
Yes.
Make a fresh con save at disadvantage, if you would.
As she takes a swig, Aga will go, "You should really know better. Hurting yourself isn't going to help anything."
Just shh. That's not because I rolled a nat 20 and a 9 plus 4, 13.
Okay. More pain kind of spreads throughout your abdomen now, and kind of down into the lower abdomen as well. But you don't throw up. It's just a really sharp pain, like there's a blockage in there.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm not hurting myself on purpose. I have a plan. I don't feel good. Do I still look okay?
Does she look okay, or is she like paling or anything? Or
Let's see. She does have a little bit, lost a little bit of the color out of her skin, but not much. It's minimal.
you look mostly fine.
Okay, cool. I have a plan. Okay. So if I give you some coins, I'll give you some of the money. I need more of just regular poisons, or really just anything that I need. All the poisons, but a couple more of the what I just took. Do you know what I just took? It was just like, it was like a bitch poison, really. Okay.
Okay.
I'm building. I'm trying to see if the more I take,
Trying to build an immunity. I understand.
yes, you get me, Akka. God, you get me.
I can tell you, as one with an infernal constitution, it is a painful process.
To build an immunity?
I mean, meta talk. I don't have immunity. I have resistance to poison and cold.
Mm.
Oh,
Infernal constitution feat.
I mean,
He'll say that in character. However, that would be adjusted.
I get it. I get it. I get it. I mean,
It's unpleasant. Sucks. Painful. Regularly.
yeah, but it needs to be done. It just needs to be done.
Why?
Because I have plans. I have plans. I have plans. I have plans. And this way, once I finally go up against McGregor, he can't turn my own shit onto me. Because by then, I will be immune. It's smart tactics. Because I am motherfucking wise. Like, long game. Are you not following me?
I just.
Long game. Oh,
I think, Thaxl, that you and I should get together sometime, and I will tell you exactly what I have planned, so you can understand the painstaking amount of time I took to plan it. Here is not the time or place, because not only can our shape-shifting friend listen, although I don't think it would be a detriment to let her hear.
she hisses at the wall.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that other entities can hear me. Speaking of other entities and listening and watching, Rhea doesn't have any hard feelings towards Aerie, does she?
How should I know? I thought we were fine. And then we weren't. And now these poisons are for her.
Oh, I kind of need Aerie alive, so.
I mean, I really highly doubt she's gonna kill a child. I mean, she appears like she's like 12. That's
I really
child still, right?
think that you think too much of Rhea, as if she's a good person.
She's not.
Yeah, so
But I just don't think that she would harm.
She would
I don't know.
100% harm a child, Thaxl.
Yeah, you're right. That's why she must be stopped. Poison. And then he slit her throat. And
Anyway.
then I have Baron just like watching from like a distance, and then he'll be like, "Oh no, my wife! Oh no!" I'll be like, "Ah!" Like she's just painting
Gonna
a
start
picture.
daydreaming out loud. Yeah, Aga will
That's
just
so great.
let her go while he starts gathering up his things and putting them back, and he'll go, "I think it's about time we go kill something. What do you think?"
Yes.
You should watch what Nana and Mark. I think you should watch what our shapeshifter friend does in our fight and see if maybe she impresses you. I know that it's frustrating when somebody calls you out and
What?
says things that are. He'll kind of just like. Says things that are not pleasant to listen to, but you and I did have a similar talk, albeit much nicer.
Who said I was listening? I'm kidding.
I know. But I think that it's important to keep as many people around us as possible right now. And I think she has skills that we're going to need, Thaxl.
I think I would really like to go kill something right now. But
Let's do it.
also, if we do this, I need to get out of here. And then maybe my mind will be a little more like clear for everybody in this group.
Well, okay. And you can get out of here once we find a way out of here. But until then...
I think it'll work this time. I really do. Like, I'm going to give you all of the money that you can go buy me more poisons and whatever else. Because, you know, I left you 100 gold in that bag.
Oh, you did?
I did. I didn't take it. I did. Yeah, add it. I'm going to take it off right now. I left you 100 gold already because I felt shitty. I mean, only because it's you. And if I can go do this, I will be a little more of a team player when I get back. Is that a thing? Can I do that?
I don't know if it's a thing, Thaxl. You have to decide that.
Okay, it's gonna be great if I could decide that away from here.
Thaxl.
So we could go fight somebody, and then I can try to leave, and then I can come back, and then it'll all be fine again.
Thaxl,
Look at my face.
there is He'll kind of like look at her like, why are you trying to pouty face the man raised in hell? All right, and he'll like wave dismissively at her a little bit, and then Thaxl, I think it's important for you to note something. I am never going to tell anybody about this conversation, but there is a certain amount of begging in your voice, and that's not like you. And I think that what you need is a good bout of violence and a good amount of patience. And we will get you out of the city, and we will get you to go where you need to go to cool off.
By myself.
Where we can watch from a very, very far distance.
Nope. I need to go by myself.
Thaxl, please.
No.
Please don't die.
I'm not gonna die. It's fine.
Thaxl,
No one knows where this is. Anyways, no one knows. Trust me. The only beings left would be the wolves that raised me. So that's it.
The wolves that raised you. Is this the place where McGregor and Revis killed your family?
I don't think they were there.
But they sent people, so they know it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they're all dead now, so it's fine.
Revis.
And Revis is dead.
Revis is dead, but
Yeah,
McGregor
Revis is dead.
not.
It's fine. Please, just no.
What if it's
It's
just
like-
me? Just so that we can jump in a new little trick I learned that will literally teleport us away in case shit hits the fan.
What if I... do I tell you or do I not tell you?
Oh!
Whispers.
Trust in the heart of the dice.
Before you do that,
Oh my God, Bobby.
before
Oh
you
my
do
God.
that, hold on. As a part of the beta testing for Liquid Courage, I'm gonna drop 500 biddies on the table for a potion of prowess for Aga.
Nice.
What is that?
Okay.
What is that?
This is a
Hold on.
system. Oh, I'll let you explain.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kim, because it's an awesome thing, Kim. You have.
Hey, Bob, I'll
Okay.
link you. I'll link you.
Hold on. Yeah, you
Okay.
link it? Okay. So as a part of this beta test, normally on Tuesday nights, generally the biddies are done on my stream. On Saturday nights, when we do it for Court of Thorns, it is done on Madbird streams because that's where I'm DMing. So Liquid Courage is a special bonus, like it's a special potion that you can give to your favorite player or the dungeon master. Each potion has a special boon that can be used immediately or stored for when the player feels they actually need it. Each player can only have one of each individual potion, and you'll see that displayed on my screen soon, TM, which are the bottles that you guys see on Saturdays on the stream. Because each player can only have one, if multiple of the same potion are purchased for a single player, it is up to the DM's discretion on who gets it. But you can bestow a potion or a bottle of Liquid Courage through a donation or a cheer, and here's the link for that so you guys can see. But now that I've taken all your time, let me give you the first potion, which is, I believe I said prowess, which is 500 bits or $5. So that is for Aga.
Oh, thank you, Kim. Yay.
To use. So it's the first one of our beta tests.
Whew.
So there you go.
Nice.
Okay, thanks, Kim.
Oh, and you know what it does, right? You saw the link?
Yeah, I saw I have a D8 to add to anything.
Yeah, you can use it. So a single die throughout the drinking. You have to stay that you're going to drink the Liquid Courage. And it's based on your proficiency bonus. So this lasts until it expires on your first short rest after you take it.
Okay.
So it's for the whole time until short rest.
Okay.
And then after
That's pretty
short rest,
awesome.
it goes away.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Okay. So, Thaxl, I think you were debating about telling me something.
She's trying to tell you something, and it won't come out of her mouth. I rolled really bad. I forgot what I was telling you. No. If Agner was going to come with her, and she was going to say, "Well, what if?" and then stops. And is like looking around, like trying to figure out, like it's kind of like she's like searching just to see if she can like find the answer in the room.
Thaxl,
Yeah.
have you been home since everything happened?
No, I haven't.
I think that it's an important milestone for you. And I don't want to intrude on it, but I can give you another reason for me being there. And he'll kind of like reach under his armor and pull out his holy symbol that he's got. And he'll say, I am technically a priest of a certain warmongering religion, but which one isn't? And he'll offer to, while he can't replace her family or her parents or anything like that, he'll offer to perform a actual physical arcane, or I guess divine, rite of passage ceremony for her for going back to her home. And he'll say, I will do that for you if you let me come with you and make sure you don't get hurt. And I'll even set up a little private area for you, and your little man, because I'm sure he's coming.
What do you mean? Who told you?
I have a stone too. And while I've never experienced it, I have witnessed the effects of affection. And he waves very dismissively when he says affection. Now you think on it, and let's go kill something. And he'll turn around and walk out the door and let her gather up her stuff. And he'll just poke his head. He'll like knock on Immauri's door, and if it's open, he'll just poke his head in there, and he'll say something. If you guys want to have a conversation, I don't want to do that before that, though. Because I know Immauri wanted to do something with Marcon.
Maeve'riel's going to excuse herself from your room, so you two can have
Thank you, because that's what she was. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Maeve, for your help. I'm sorry that we didn't succeed in the second objective, but I'm sure we'll find other opportunities.
Yes, clever thinking. Thank you.
Thank you for your help.
Of course. She'll, of course, friend, and she'll turn and head out.
Mario looked down, kind of, and look back up and say, I'm sorry, my temper. It's just so much.
You don't have to let everyone know what you're feeling all the time, you know?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's close to keep certain things to the vest, close to the chest. Just in case you want to do things later. They can't anticipate it. Allegedly.
She is going to look at him and look to the door, look at him again and say, I'm glad I was at least able to fulfill my promise to you.
Marcon's gonna step like extremely close to her, like in her space.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, I don't know how I can repay your debt for getting rid of my bounty, but I'm sure that we can think of a way later. And I'm just gonna like lightly brush her hair, and then I'm gonna walk out of the room.
She then bite her lip and say only to his mind, you could show me them again.
Anytime you want, I'll reply to her in my mind and head down the hallway.
Nice.
Just smile. And she'll look at the door and go to it and peek her head out and see where he's walking and say, next time, close the door and slam it.
Awesome. Outside your windows, at least Immauri, Aga, and Thaxl, you'll hear. It's sort of focused over towards Aga's room.
Do I have the owl out? Is that what you're saying?
Nope. It's just a noise from the street.
Nope. Nope. I'm gonna bamf the owl outside the window and then look through his eyes and see what's going on.
Nice.
Not opening that shit.
It's you see an individual outside that you recognize as a before you left the Hells, a fairly fresh face. Clearly not the most pro at what they're doing, but a contact here to bring you some of the information you requested or some updated form of it.
Aga will go out, walk down the hallway and down the stairs and outside, but he will not open the window. He'll tell Thaxl, hey, I'll be right back. somebody's got some info for me outside. 1 second.
Okay. Follow if you need me.
You step out and
and
turn to head
he'll-
down the.
He'll bamf the owl, and the owl will settle down and kind of like nuzzle up to Thaxl, and then he'll go, it'll hoot and probably bite you if I'm in trouble, and I'll walk out the door.
All right, you step out the door and turn to walk around the back of the building, and you see someone taking a pee on the side of the building there, and that's where we'll take our bio break. They're just like,
Hey,
all right. So for those who don't know, we take an 8 to 10 minute bio break, and then we will return. I'll keep the audio hot, and I'll put up a BRB screen. So I'll catch you real soon with some fresh coffee. Bye. See you soon. Ooh. All right. Let's make this coffee happen.
Have a good night, Frank. Sleep good. She did a thing. Oh, look at the puppy. Hello, puppy.
Yeah, this is my baby. Who's Ruby.
Oh,
She's
hello,
such a
Ruby.
cutie.
Oh.
What's really cute is that you can't really see it right now.
Is she
'cause her-
drooling? Or that's... Oh, is she a boxer?
No, she's not a boxer. My other dog is a boxer. She's a golden bulldog mix. And
Oh.
sometimes her underbite is so bad, sometimes it'll push up on her jowl. And it'll, yeah, right that.
Oh, there's my favorite.
That's Ruby.
My favorite Ruby. That's my
She's my
favorite.
baby. She's my baby.
I mean, I love Sophie, but Ruby's my favorite right now.
Well, you've like fucking French kissed Sophie, so
Yeah. That's pretty shit faced. Yeah.
yeah. Deontay was super shit faced and didn't realize that Sophie was licking the roof of his mouth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
all
That was
right.
totally a thing that happened. It's on
Yeah.
video too.
Yeah, it's on video, so he can't
Yeah.
even deny it either.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
Yeah. All right, baby girl. All right, go get your sister. Go get her. Go get her. She just sniffs the food and stays put. Anyway. Oh my God, guys! I want to kill something.
Yo, me
Yep.
too.
That was some
Yeah.
heavy.
Man.
That was some heavy. That was some heavy shit.
Sorry.
It's been a minute since we cut that dragon's head off, man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's been a little
Oh
minute.
no! Heavy
Oh.
shit is good shit. Yeah, don't apologize.
No, you played the shit out of your character. It's fantastic.
Hmm. It's so funny for me because I grew up being like the sibling in my family that like solved fights between like my parents and my sisters, right?
That's so true, bro.
And so like being here and being like, you really just need to learn how to talk to Thaxl is literally like looking at my sister and being like, listen, you just need to learn how to talk to dad. Like it's such a parallel, and it's like, Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm in therapy right now. It's, yeah,
Yeah.
good therapy with a solid psychiatrist, but you know, it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah. I know that Emmy will be down for taking care of some, but she has some business.
I got
that
one
she
sec.
has-
I gotta be right back. My dogs are misbehaving.
All right. Yeah.
What business does Emmy have to take care of? You don't think we could just make a pit stop?
No, this has to come first. Priorities. You know, priorities happen.
even if it's just like for a few hours, like we find like a little pit.
She has to do this thing. She has to. She has business to take care of.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, that's got to come first.
but I mean, we could.
And
just
then after that, she's happy to.
we can go to this little pit real quick.
I know,
Marvelous.
you know, you keep talking about pits. Emmy's happy about taking a pit stop with Marcon.
Ray is back.
Hey.
Hey.
You know, but yep. Mhm. We weren't talking
Because
about
I think we need a team building exercise that'll bring us together.
Yeah,
Let's
we
kill
definitely.
some shit.
I
Yeah,
think
we
we need
definitely
to kill some
do.
shit together.
Yeah,
Like-
we definitely do. But before I
Like
can,
our coming to Jesus moment is murdering something, and that's fine.
that's
That
And
is
that's-
completely fine.
coming to Jesus.
yeah.
Isn't that what you normally do with the sane
No, man.
people?
Because for you and I, Thaxl, we fought.
Yeah, we
was like-
did, and that's how we connected. Oh,
I was
Yeah,
like,
unfortunately, before Emmy does anything else, she has something that she is did not intend to come back to the tavern before she completed. So she's got to do a
we
thing.
can help her out while we're out and about.
Yeah, she doesn't want your help.
See,
I love your face, but Emmy needs some space. Let her.
this is the problem.
Don't
I'm
get
down to
too
help you, but
clingy.
don't you help me.
Hey,
Yes.
hey, while
Oh,
she
she'll
does
ask
her
for
thing,
help.
while
Yeah.
she does her thing, the four of us can go find a fight pit and fuck that shit up a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
but
Y'all
now I gotta say, me. Oh my god, that killed me. I was like, I'm getting yelled at for something I didn't do. This is so rude. Thaxl, on the other hand, it was fine. I was like, Oh my god, is this confrontation? He like run away by
I'm
corner.
so sorry. I wanted to hug you so bad, Tasha. I don't mean it to you.
You gotta,
No, I
Tasha,
love
you
your
gotta admit,
face.
she played the shit out of her character though.
No, she did. She
Oh,
did.
okay,
No,
okay.
no. It was perfect. No, I'm saying
Please
me.
don't be mad at me.
No.
I was all Tasha, please. I love your face.
Oh.
Can I just hold you?
No.
This was bad. I was like, oh no.
Again, you've got to separate reality versus
know.
fantasy. No, I got it. I'm saying me, Tasha. I was like, I'm gonna go hide in my hole now and be yelled at. I'll see you later. Thaxl, on the other hand, bitch, please.
Does she still want to be adopted by Nana D? We'll see.
No, probably not.
We'll
Can
see.
Tasha? Like, Tasha wants to be adopted by Nancy.
Yeah,
Nice.
we'll see.
No, it was great. Mwah.
I was like, oh, Tasha, please, I love your face. Please, I love your face.
I was just like, oh god. No, you're playing Thaxl, you're not playing you. Separate it. It was great.
All right, let's go fuck something up. I mean, kill something.
While after everybody's gone and Emmy is all alone, she is going to open her book and write in names and with lots and lots of skulls, with the exception of Marcon and Maeve'riel. Maeve'riel, she's gonna put on the good side, and she's gonna put like 4 stars.
Nice.
And then for Marcon, she's gonna doodle a little bit of something, and and she is going to write notes about what she did and the reason why she did what she did, as far as the things that she said, and I'll DM that to you later. She's gonna ask once more. She's just gonna focus for a second and try to breathe, and ask once more. This path is the right path, but with more confidence, but still a question. And her blood is like really pumping right now for multiple reasons. but for multiple reasons, but the seriousness of what is not overcome by that. And there's also a thought of, really, what am I? Who am I? I know my name, but that's it. Is this really me? Or am I one of a bazillion people? And she's going to sit there for a minute and try to reflect on that and open herself up should there be someone to respond.
Can you make a Actually, I feel like it would really click if it were a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yeah, for reasons.
Okay. Just regular, right? All right.
In this case, regular, I'd say, yeah.
Okay. 24.
Okay. You don't, do you feel that you've posed this question to the ether beforehand, or would this be the first time you've really sat down and kind of put that out there?
I think that this is the most serious she's been, not so much questioning as in like somebody who has not a clue to some things. I think with the experiences and whatnot, this is more serious to her than before. Like now she's like really serious. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, perfect sense. Okay. So, 24. That's good. All right. Now, if you wouldn't mind making a gosh, what would that be? I think a wisdom check. Yeah, wisdom check, please.
Straight wisdom?
Yes.
6.
So you don't hear any nothing direct, right? You don't hear any voices. You don't have any visions. You don't nothing like that. But you get the sense as though as though you've been heard, and B, so probably in your history, which we won't say loud, there have been times where you've been placed before a group of people that are like assessing you, or something along those lines, and you get that very strong feeling of that. You're before numerous things that are assessing. It's that.
She'll straighten her back and like put both of her hands on both pages of the book and just like with all seriousness and still confident, more confident than any other time. Not necessarily full confidence, but the most confident she's ever been in that situation, because she feels like she's starting to get a grip.
Right. Okay. You have that feeling for 15, 20 seconds or so, very, very strong, and then the feeling starts to fade a little bit, and before leaving you entirely. Sorry. And nothing else after that. Just you hear the waves crash in the distance, a strange out in the street. That feeling has left, but it's with you, and that it was potent. Even after the moment is gone, it's not like that feeling has faded from memory. It felt very real in that moment.
All right. She'll close the book, put it away, and recalling that she had other tasks that she wanted to complete. She didn't really want to come back here. She is going to shift into one of the people that she saw randomly in the street and heard talking as they were originally coming into town. Just a woman, plain, nothing unusual, easy to kind of fit in. And she's going to slip out of her room, and after she hears the footsteps go down the stairs, assuming she hears them given how thin the walls are, she'll come down quietly behind them, and then like go out the door, and the opposite direction that Aga is standing, so that she can try to find what she was looking for before.
Okay. All right. You set off into the city. Let me see. So Aga, you've gone out in the street.
I believe I saw somebody urinating on the wall or something.
Yeah, they were just drunkenly relieving themselves. As it's just that part of the city. But you continue on ignoring that and walk around, and you find the individual just shuffling some papers in his hand in a humanoid form. Typically, they're you've seen him as a tiefling like you. Same face, just no horns, none of that. Just appears as a humanoid. And they're a little too, and they're not good at this yet. Hi. Good day, sir. What brings you
I
out
guess just
here?
gonna like heavy sigh and be like, "Give me the fucking shit."
Oh, are you sure? We're safe. Is cool.
Now.
Oh, yes, sir. And they amidst the papers that he was shuffling around, he pulls out two on a different type of a darker tanner parchment and hands them to you. So one of these references some information found on the. And you look at it. He's stumbling over his words so long that you can read it before he says it. And it talks a little bit about the Reapers from the from Pele. And I'm trying to think of part. I'll have to look that up. Anyway, it covers a little bit of that.
Okay,
very
you can DM it to me later. 'Cause
Okay. And the other one, this is sort of some information, she would put out regarding, in a subtle way, collective information on. Gosh, I don't know how much you want me to say. On other things
Is
you're
this the,
currently
is this the
pursuing?
Gollum project?
Yeah. Okay.
You can just say golems because
Okay.
everybody knows I'm interested in them.
Mm-hmm. So there's collective information on golems in here. It's all super fine print. There's a way to read it where it'll come off the page, and there's actually a lot more content on here, which
Okay.
you're familiar with. But there's always a summary of the content.
Roll up the scrolls and tuck them in.
This one says there's someone right here in this in the town. I think what you might be. I mean, not that I read much of it. I know I'm not supposed to. Oh, I read some. I'm sorry. But it's here in town. How exciting!
Listen, I'm not even sure you know who you're working for, so for the love of God, get better at your job.
Yes, sir. Yes, I will.
I'm not going to tell anybody because then you'd get killed for no pointless reason.
Oh.
But Jesus, subtlety. And he'll just turn around and walk back away from him. He just has like no patience for anybody right now. Like he's struggling already, and he's just like, God.
Oops, papers. Kind of shuffles his
Is the-
papers.
Is the drunkard still?
Yeah, he's still peeing. He's like full bladder.
Is he like right by the mouth of the alleyway, or is he?
Just around the corner. He's on, the main street, but you're way down by the ports here, by the docks. So, the roads are kind of narrow, and it's a bit seedy.
So, okay, it's a bit seedy. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Very. I mean, currently it's very seedy down here because of the conflict.
Well, I'm just gonna kind of like step out to the mouth of the alleyway and just kind of look left and right. Does it look like anybody's waiting for him, or anybody's on the in the road?
Nope. There's some people out on the road, but they're just walking by. They don't care. But no one waiting for him.
Okay. I'm gonna wait till there's like a lull in traffic long enough where nobody will walk by the mouth of the alleyway.
Okay.
Preferably, I'd also wait for the contact to leave the alleyway as well.
They head the other way, sort of head down.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait till there's a quiet lull, and then I'm just gonna turn around and say, "My friend, there's more drinks this way," and just kind of like walk him back in the alleyway, and then right before,
Turns around.
I'm gonna, yeah, and I'm gonna like push a coin into his hand and say, "Let's go get some more drinks. I hear there's a bar down here," and I'm gonna kind of like. And I'm
drinks are on you.
and I'm just gonna kind of like walk him down into a secluded part of the alleyway. I'm gonna say, "Sorry, I need some spell components," and I'm just gonna jab a knife in his throat. And I'm gonna collect a few vials of blood. We're gonna go fight something, and I might need a greater demon.
Collapses and dies on the side of the alleyway there.
I'm gonna also have the owl tug on Thaxl a little bit, and then hopped over to the window, and hopefully she'll open the window.
Let's see. Can I see out the window since you did your magics up to it?
It's all dirty now. soiled it so it can't be seen through.
You can try and clean it off if you want.
That's
But it's
gross.
nasty.
Ew. She's gonna go like to the side and cast gust, like a little like cantrip, like boop, see if she like can get some of that dust off without actually touching it. Didn't work. Probably not. She raises the window. Hello.
Thaxl, stick your head out.
Is it safe?
Left, right. Nobody else but me and this dead body?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's safe.
Oh, thank God.
Pokes your head out.
Yes.
I'm literally standing, holding like a dead body with a vial to its throat.
What did you do?
Can you burn this for me? And he'll kind of like flop it on the ground and put a cork on the vial and tuck it into his like bag.
I burn it?
Just get rid of it. Can you like?
I have produced. I can produce a flame.
Sure, catch him on fire.
Sure.
And I will make sure that nothing around him is flammable. Like there's not like hay or anything. I'll make sure nothing else is flammable. And when she starts burning him, I'm going to sit there long enough to prestidigitation the smoke away, so that there's not like a signal to where this body is. And I'm just going to wait until it's burnt beyond recognition, and then I'm going to take the skull out and just crush the skull, so that if it's found, nobody can speak with dead.
Nice. Yep.
I kind of want to. I'm a little disappointed that you didn't wait for me, but whatever.
Do you want some ribs? You hungry?
Sure. I can make you some. I mean, why didn't you say? Are the eyeballs still there? Can we retcon? I want the eyeballs.
No, I would have. If she would have said that, I would have plucked them out.
You pop them
Now
out.
that I'm thinking about it. Thank you so much. And the ribs, I can make darts for you if you would like to use them as weapons or like whatever. I'm really good at crafting from bones.
I will pack as many bones as I can discreetly into my bags.
Nice.
I will still destroy the skull though. That shit's like as close to powder as my gauntleted fists can get it.
Nice. It wouldn't be tough after a while to just pulverize it, yeah.
Yeah,
I can mold earth to try to like.
That'd be great. Sink him down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
So in tandem, Thaxl and Aga, burn this, work away the smoke with prestidigitation, work away the smell, the burning flesh smell. Everything's done. Skull crushed, eyes popped out beforehand, ribs broken off, and loose bones that can fit in the backpack. Mold earth to open up the ground and deposit the bones and remains, and then mold earth to put it back in place. And aside from an odd sort of dirt patch near the stone there in the alleyway that no one's ever going to notice probably,
That was so great.
all is well. All is as it was.
I'm gonna go back up, try and corral everybody, and try and go find something we can go. Fighting pit or. I'll take the eyeballs and like the optic nerve coming out the back, and I will tie it like a little cherry. So it's like a stem and two little cherries.
No!
And I'll go, oh man, I was going for cherries, but it really just looks like testicles, and I'll give them to her.
That's amazing.
We did have the MA warning, right?
Oops.
No.
It's all right. We're in safe harbor. It's 12:15.
Oh wow, we didn't even run it. That's so crazy.
It's great. These are the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
We're mature, y'all.
And then she's gonna lift him up and go,
Yeah, nice. A lizard tongue. The big lizard tongue comes out, wraps around, and nice. They're nice and crispy on the outside, and
Just how I like
chewy
them.
on the inside. Yeah, gooey on the inside. Perfect. All right. Markon, what were you up to as you stepped out of the room?
So just to kind of like get away from the situation, he knew eventually that like we'd all be going out to go to this pit because Marcon really does want to kill something.
Nice, yeah.
Because I think we murdered like a homeless man in the alley.
Yep.
So it's like he wants to fight something that I'll fight back. So
Nice.
he's just getting ready for that right now.
Okay, all right. Are you asking around too to see like where such a thing might be?
That's actually a great idea.
Okay.
So I'm actually gonna go around the bar patrons, probably buy a couple guys some drinks, see if I can glean some information from anybody.
Okay.
You know.
Absolutely. So you because you're buying some drinks and schmoozing everybody as part of your craft, you discover that while there is no sanctioned or official fighting pit here in the port city, the citizens believe they're too civilized for such a thing. Yeah, but there are plenty of underground ones because if they're not going to have it out in the open, it's going to be somewhere else. And
that's what we're looking for. That's the ticket right there.
There's a new one that has good money too to be made. I mean, as far as fighting pits goes, go.
I like that.
Right here in the dock district, because there's all this tension, and so some people have capitalized on that between the dock workers and the ships, the crews of the ships that are stuck here. No one's getting paid, so people are trying to win with betting money and doing other things. So you get the location of that. It's in one of the warehouses, and it doesn't start until 1 a.m.
Got it. What time is it now?
That's an excellent question. I feel like it's maybe like afternoon. I think it's still maybe like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Gotcha. Okay. So what I'll do is, with the information I just gathered, whenever Aga feels like it's the time to corral everybody up, I will give them that information. It's like, here's what I got from the patrons. Here's what we can do, and here's the time that we can do it at.
Okay.
When would you give that info to him?
So I'm not gonna disturb you and Thaxl while you guys are in your room, because Marcon's a private person, so he's not gonna encroach on your privacy. So whenever you decide to get him, he's just gonna be readying his arm right now. Make sure everything's nice and sharp. I'm trying to cleave through everything when we get in there. So
I think Ag would probably go after the debacle with the guy in the alleyway.
Okay.
yeah, so just come up to my room whenever you're ready. I'm just getting everything together.
I assume that would be about 2 in the afternoon when he would find that out.
I figured as much. Whenever you decide, because I know I would want to relay it to you, but relay it to anybody who wants to come.
All right. Aga would try and get some shopping done
Okay.
and some crafting work done.
Is that something that you would do by yourself?
He would invite Marcon to come along.
And I would come with you because I would want some shit because we got to offload this curse money.
Exactly. And he would also want to talk tactics with Marcon and see, Dan, I don't think we ever clarified whether or not Aga counts as a fiend.
That's a good question.
Because of the
because of our aura.
the aura of hate, I think.
It's aura of hate.
Yeah, because oh my goodness, my dogs.
I'm
Aura
looking at
of
it right
Hate?
now. So it's a feature for Oathbreaker Paladins. So with Aura of Hate, any fiend or undead within 10 feet of me get a +4 to bonus, +4 bonus to rate damage rolls.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. But it does work. It does work if I'm fighting against a fiend or undead as well.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. So.
Okay. It looks like they're not from one of the Wizards of the Coast people. They don't fall under the category lore-wise because they're a humanoid race.
Gotcha.
Where they just have some ancestry in that. Sorry.
All right, no worries. But that's that's part of what they would have discussed was whether or not, like tactics and how to do this and how to do that. What each person could do, which I think Deontay, you and I have already talked about. But
We definitely have.
okay, so we're good. All right.
And just as a note, Maeve'riel would have found her way down to the bar when she excused herself. So she probably would have seen Marcon, not interrupted him, but seen him doing his bit, and maybe, in case you wanted to inform her or anything as well.
I would have definitely let Maeve'riel know, like, going back upstairs together. Like, hey, this is what I found out. If you want to come shed some blood with us, let off a little steam. That's what we're going to be doing at 1 a.m.
All right. She agrees.
Oh, sounds good.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it was the next morning. Okay, I believe. She was wanting to send Tassos an update
Ooh, okay.
that she got stuck.
I'm excited. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I emote a lot when I invested in something.
It's okay. So if like Aga's gone after she had did Aga leave after she ate the eyeballs and whatnot?
Yeah, he would have headed
Right.
out to go shopping with Marcon.
Okay. Are you going to be looking for poison so I can give you money or no? I need to give you money.
I can pick up some poison.
There you go. I'll pay back. Okay. She's going to be. No, she doesn't really have anything. She's going to quietly sit on the bed, pull out her sending stone, concentrate on Tassos, and say, update. May have stolen some cursed coins, so now I'm stuck for hopefully just a few more days. I'm still heading home. Just hit a roadblock. Just wait for me if you're already. No, he doesn't. Tassos wouldn't know.
It's going to take him a few days, I think he said.
Yeah,
Take him
yeah.
3 or 4 days.
Yeah. I'm trying. That's it.
Okay. Let's see. Because if it's... All right. You wait a little while, but you don't receive a reply.
That's so rude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's gonna start whittling these ribs into darts, probably. I don't know.
All right.
It's been a while since she's done that.
Nice. Excuse me. And do Marcon and Immauri meet or share information about the pit? Or did I miss that? Sorry.
Oh yeah, if she's still in her room, I would go up there to see if she would want to come.
Okay.
For sure.
Oh, she's already gone. She's
Oh, right.
already.
She went the other way.
He already
That's right.
left as soon as he started. When he was focusing on the dude pissing on himself in the alley,
Mm-hmm.
Emmy would have walked out and disappeared into the crowd
Mm-hmm.
and pulled up that cloak that she is wearing once more until she was fully covered,
Yep.
and she would shift into drow form and then
Okay.
drop the cloak. She would lower it just enough so that if anyone in particular would know that she was waiting.
Okay. Now, would you like me to simply message you with the with all that goes down?
That's a We could do the meeting part because there's a thing that she's supposed to hopefully get, and then the beyond that we can do privately later if you want.
Okay.
But-
My freaking... When my phone died, all my contacts, like, some of them synced, but I have a bunch of people that I apparently
Do you want me
didn't
to?
sync.
Do you want me to resend you the thing that she's waiting for?
If you don't mind, then I'm just going to send you a message. I'll hop on Discord because I want to make sure I get this correct. You see a lot of people drinking on the streets as you pass through, despite it being, 2 in the afternoon.
I will also message you what I was told would happen, in case you need that. I don't know if you need that.
Okay.
Hold on. I have it pinned.
Okay.
Let me send you this really quick. That's the thing that she needs to do. But yeah, she's just wanting, I'm cool with just the passing that information or passing those items and the information that she needs. And then we can DM that, or we can do the other part of it.
Right, you're going, okay. Okay, let me check on this part.
I can send you the other image too.
Oh, yeah, if you have it handy. I'm not sure if this was
That's definitely A-okay.
Okay, I'm just pulling that. I thought that was maybe something you'd mentioned,
Yep.
but if not,
Totally fine. Absolutely fine. I am cool with that happening right now. Mm-hmm. I can give you the other thing too.
Oh yeah, please, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know if that's accurate too. Okay.
There's the thing.
Ah, thank you.
So that's the thing, but yes, the other stuff too, yes.
Right, those are the two things. Hang on.
It could be the first or second if you want, or it could be it's entirely up to you. I'll leave that for you to decide.
Sorry, that typing is butchered. Okay. All right. So, where's my screen at? All right. So you head out into the city, and you're sort of assessing this whole dock area. I'm trying to get a better feel for the current, the politics of it with this the crews being stuck here and all the tension between them and the laid off dock workers since there's no dock work to be done. On top of the existing sort of shadier businesses that are run here in the dock district. And you get a good sense of what's out there over the next, hour or so, at least on the surface. You're able to obviously blend in however you want to get information you're seeking. And you have the very persuasive skill set to fall in line with whatever group you need to fall in with to get information. While in your drow form at a... I don't know how to explain it. It's sort of like there's a run of shacks that have been set up that are selling different goods along one of the streets down here, right down by the actual docks. And this one is actually like a mini tavern. There are 5 stools sitting in front of it, and a bar bench, and you can tell that it's also a good place for to listen and get more information. Inevitably, there's a tall, sort of a gangly tiefling, silver, very unique shade of skin, very almost a silver, not metallic. It's dull, but there's sort of a not tin, but a very silver shade of skin. Wings tucked on his back, but kind of not scrawny, but just kind of tall and gangly, and jet black hair swooped back, and fixed up. He spent some time in his hair, I guess is what I'm saying. And he approaches and sits down. So, what's your name?
She'll look him up and down and push away the cloak and put her foot up on the chair between his legs and kind of try to push it, but leave her toes so that it's just right above his man parts.
Nice.
And she'll drag her finger across her hoe boots that she's wearing and slowly tie the tie on the side, and she'll say, "Is my name really that important to you?"
No.
I didn't think so.
I don't see too many drow folk up here. But I'm happy to see you. Nods to the bartender. Drinks for the two of us. What are you having?
I like my wine red. Deep red.
Deep it is, he says to the bartender. And, he's sort of like he's that guy. Nice talk. Yeah.
You'll just wink at him.
Nice. And he goes on, he's got a few lines, that he are clearly have been well rehearsed.
She laughs at them and kind of playfully, plays off like she's enjoying the attention.
You actually roll an insight check with advantage, if you would, because this guy is not. He's pretty transparent.
21.
Nice. So you can tell that he's effectively stopped here for, saw you, stopped here with one thing in mind. He's not really, didn't come over here with much else on his mind. Well, it's, after some small talk, a bit early to be drinking, and of course he's drinking too, and kind of go back and forth a bit. He sets his, he's got a little sash that's sort of sitting uncomfortably off his hip as he's sitting in this bar stool, so he takes that off and sets it up on the counter. And you get lost in the conversation a little bit. You see a couple people come up, and they don't talk to him, but they'll say hi. Seems to be moderately well known in the area. And at one point, someone comes up and, pardon me, says to you, and then whispers something in his ear. Well, I hate to cut this short. You'll be around for a while, I suppose, huh?
She'll lean forward and gently place her hand over the sash and then kind of push the person aside and lean up to his ear, and you can feel the breath on his neck and ear as she says, I have time now. And when she leans back, she'll take the sash and put it in her pocket.
Nice. It kind of looks back and forth at this, whatever news this person brought, and then you. Tomorrow. Yeah. Same time, same place.
It can be arranged.
Good. Business calls. Kind of, just gives you a greasy kind of, not greasy, but fairly greasy kind of look up and down. Gives you a wink and then heads and steps up and walks away like it's a cool thing to do.
She'll make sure he got a good view.
Nice.
And then she'll lean forward and close the cloak, stand up, and place a few coins on the bar for the bartender. And then make her way back to the... start making her way back through the crowd, and again pull up her cloak, and tighten it so that there's none of her skin that's showing, and then she'll shift back to the average, normal-looking person.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know. Back to sleep.
It's so hard being an evil character when the DM busts out this wholesome goodness.
Actually, I'm gonna have her. Hi, sweetie. I hope you're feeling better. Actually, she'll shift back into Nana D.
Did you have
That's
a bad dream?
yeah. She'll go
okay.
back. Yeah, she'll go back to Nana D in case other people are looking for her that
What?
are out and about shopping.
Okay. What do you need, buddy?
She'll light a cigarette and check the sash to see what's inside.
All right. Oh, did you want to check since you swiped that?
Yeah, I want
pouch?
to check. Yeah, I want to check what's inside just to see if it's what I think it is.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of, look around and you find there's some money.
Okay.
There's some intricately folded up paper. It looks like maybe it was written on, but it'll probably take a hot minute to unfold without tearing it. It's intentionally done that way. And there's some jewelry in there, a couple of rings. A couple of rings, I guess.
All right. She'll slip one on her finger and
Nice.
and then she'll slip one on her left index finger and then the other one on her other left index finger, assuming that it fits. And if it doesn't, she'll make her fingers a little bit bigger so that they do.
Nice. One of them fits pretty well. The other one is probably twice the size that would normally fit. And it looks like that one's maybe worth a little more. It has gold and stuff. The other one's very nice, but the larger one seems like a piece that you'd find in almost in a ritzy home. Probably stolen
Okay.
from a ritzy home.
All right.
All right. And I'll send you some more info on your excursion and such.
Okay. All right. Yeah, she'll make herself. Should Marcon and Aga be in the shop in the market area? She'll be easy to spot because she's gonna try to hand out battle muffins to people and telling people to get out of the old lady's way.
You have no trouble with Marcon. When you're ready to. At one point, her voice catches your ear. And you're able to
get off my way, goddammit!
I'm gonna scoop her up and put her on my shoulders.
Ooh, nice.
she's going to definitely enjoy that and pat his head and then she's going to who's with you? Is Aga there?
Ag is there.
So she'll, as soon as he picks her up and puts him on her shoulder, she's gonna like pat his head and say, "Oh, guess what? I did a thing, and I went shopping, and I figured that you deserved a present.
I deserved a present?
You deserved a present because you like my battle muffins, and I like." And she'll look at Egg and say, "Do you like my battle muffins?" Or, "No, wait, you've never eaten them, but you like my battle muffins, right?"
I like them conceptually, yes.
Yes, okay, great. And she'll say, "I have a gift for you," and she'll slide the larger ring from her finger and like tap him on the head. "Hold out your hand."
I'll hold out my hand.
She'll slide the ring on his finger.
I cast ceremony. They're married now.
Oh, Jesus.
That's amazing.
Just kidding. It's an hour casting time. We'd have to sit down for a minute.
I hope you like it. I got it very at a nice price.
What does it look like?
It is. Mm-hmm.
You can add whatever flair you'd like.
So it is a gold band with markings that they are both familiar with from their history.
Gotcha. Okay.
And on the end, there's a tentacle on the right and a tentacle on the left.
Oh,
kind
okay.
of. So like the tentacles are coming out into the, and then the tips are like facing the designs. And hers looks like that too, but his looks fancier. As she's like pointing it out, he can see it on her finger.
Oh, okay.
And then she'll just look at him and say, hold on. She'll look at him and she'll be like, "Well, you know, I've been thinking about what you said, and so, and she'll kind of stutter a little bit and say, she'll look a little frustrated, and then she'll say, "Did you see the stars last night?"
It's like, I did. They weren't as bright as usual.
"Yeah, that's what I thought. What are we shopping for?"
We're trying to get some new shit and offload this money real quick.
"Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I am totally innocent, but I'll come with you. Can I come with you? I want to shop."
Oh, you sure can. Come on. Let's go.
Okay.
Aga, do you mind?
Actually, I could use her help. I'm terrible at haggling.
Ah, perfect. All right, let's
She'll
go.
like wiggle. "I like to haggle," and she'll just like wiggle on his shoulders and like give Aga a thumbs up. "Haggling is fun."
This is the point where Aga's going to go out and buy all of the crafting materials he needs for the things he's going to make.
Nice.
And I can send you the stuff that he's going to make.
Yes. I will get.
And then on the biggest amounts, like if he's going to one particular place to get like a large bulk inventory, when he puts all this stuff on there, she's gonna cast distort value and make it look like he's buying less and encourage him to get more, so that he can get extra stuff,
Awesome.
if he'll allow her to do so.
Oh, hell yeah. He's all for it. Yeah.
But she will cast distort value on the items to make it look like they're half of what he's actually getting.
Actually, Dan, do you want me to just tell you what I'm going to... Is it easier if I just tell you now?
Yeah, we could do that. Sure.
So he's going to start on a mantle of spell resistance.
Okay.
And all the materials he needs for that. And then he's going to work on... this. Do you remember the spell book I sent you?
I think so. Yeah,
The
yeah.
ravenous,
We're
the ravenous spell book, and it
Mhm.
eats whatever book or paper you put into it, and then you can pull it back up.
Nice.
It's like a D&D Kindle, basically.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will do some prices and rolls then offline for that.
Okay.
With the distort value stuff as well.
Okay.
I did want to. Oh, go ahead, Aga. Mhm.
Well, if you want to do something cool, I just was about to say it's about 12:45. I have work at 6:45, and I am running out of steam today. I totally want to stick around for a fight, but I don't know if I have the energy for it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so I am probably if there's
You can
nothing.
always do the fight next Tuesday.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying if there's nothing big you're gonna do, I'm probably gonna take off now because I need to get in bed.
Okay. I just wanted to ask, you would read a little bit. The more pressing thing probably out of the two documents you got is that the Mage Tower in town is said to have an item that you would require in order to pursue your plans. That there's a difficulty in it. It gives you the basic lore that I think you already have on the Wizard Tower. But there is...
I don't think I have it, but you can message it to me later.
Oh, okay. Which may or may not give you a pressing need to investigate that Wizard Tower. You are aware that it's loaded with different wild traps and stuff, so sometimes it's better to, whether you want to pursue that on your own or with a smaller group versus the entire group is up to you, but you would know that the more people, the more chances of things going haywire.
The more people, the more chance of it going haywire?
Yeah. So for instance,
how urgent is urgent?
Well,
does it need to be within a day, or
no? You could do that next week. I mean, meta. This is your setup for the transition to Friday. So whatever's going to work best for you. Like if you were to say, "I'm going to go pursue that," then I could start slipping you over to as soon as this Friday. And Stormfall.
Okay.
But if you're not ready for that, we can do.
I'll stick around for the pit fight.
Okay. Cool.
And then I'll have some cuts. So next week.
Okay. Neat.
He'll go after the pit fight.
All right. Well, go get some rest, Rob.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry to dip out early.
No.
I know.
It's all good, man.
Night.
Get some rest.
Sleep good.
Adios, guys.
Good
Have a good night,
night.
everybody.
Take it easy, bud.
Night, Rob.
Oh no. I need to fix things.
Oh right, the things changed.
Oh no! What just happened?
Awesome. Yep, it shifts the size of boxes.
Wow, it just happened. Okay.
I have like a different folder for 3 people online, 4 people, 5, 6. Okay, so Maeve'riel is also going to add. I'll save that for a little bit. Thaxl, are you going with them shopping, or what are you up to?
So what is going to happen is after she does the sending stone to Tasso, she's I've already messaged Bobby about this. She's not gonna just stay in the room, so she will open the door. Crap. It's like early afternoon or kind of like mid-afternoon sometime, right?
Yeah, like 2:30 now for you, probably 2:30.
Okay, is the bar, are there people in the bar area?
Oh, yeah. People are already
Okay.
drinking, yep.
How far down is it from the window?
Maybe, if you're going to jump out the window, maybe 15 feet.
Oh, so the fall. Okay. She's going to do one of those, she's going to check first to see if the coast is clear as stealthily as she can.
Okay, looks clear. There's a hump of dirt where the body's buried.
Perfect. She's going to open it and jump out and turn into her direwolf.
Oh, nice. Make a quick dex check. I'm sorry, acrobatics check. That sounds really cool. I just want to, and I want to see the execution.
Okay, cool. Cool. Well,
You do it with advantage. You're pretty accustomed to this.
Oh no! Okay. 11.
Okay, now that's not bad. Yeah, you
It's-
shift and you
it's
land
there.
kind of hard on the paws, but you're a direwolf, so it doesn't really affect you.
I mean, I'm big. So she's going to
As a direwolf, you said?
yeah.
Okay, so you take up most of the alleyway because they're pretty big.
That's fine.
Mhm.
Yep. And that's how she's going to meet up with the group. It's going to be she's going to meet up with Aga, and it's like I'm his companion.
Okay.
So that's how she can like be out.
Gotcha. So you wait for the right moment, and when you see Aga, you come out of the alleyway and sort of follow just behind left, as a companion may, initially. Okay, lots of looks, but
Yeah, and
It's
as
the thing.
I'm guessing the group is all together.
Maeve'riel's here too. Yep.
Everybody, okay, she's gonna like snarl a little bit at Nana D, but not so threateningly, but just kind of like she's still seething just a little bit, but it's fine.
Mhm.
And then gonna get really close to Aga and pretend like she's his companion.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a question.
Mhm.
Did she? Okay, I hate to do this, but
No.
did she do this? Did she do this before or after the distort value?
Probably
Direwolf
after the
thing?
shopping.
Yeah.
Did she do it before or after?
I mean, probably after. She probably would have been there a hot minute.
Okay, I just want to make sure that anything else that we're doing, like, do we going into anything where she oh, this is so bad. Is there anything that that she, I guess, are we doing more shopping with her there?
Does Thaxl have any shopping to do?
I mean, Aga was gonna, I know, like find some poisons for her.
He probably would have done that.
At the other's place?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's all Thaxl really needed was poisons, and she was just gonna give him whatever money he needed to get his shit because she stole a bunch of it that she doesn't really need, or she can't take with her, and she doesn't want to stay here. So,
Yeah, I guess my question is, are we doing anything that Nana might think that Thaxl actually wants to do that involves a merchant?
no, probably not. I think she's told Aga what she needs and what she wants, and this is to, in case they were to go to the pits, like she doesn't want to stay cooped up in the room. So they kind of made a plan to kind of like tag team it, and this is how she's going to do it.
Mm.
And she's more
Nana's-
comfortable in her wolf form anyway, so.
Oh, well, Nana's is gonna just keep playing. And does Marcon even have? What does Marcon look like right now? I don't even think I know. What does he look like right now?
He looks pretty normal. He has his plate armor on and everything else. Has a cloak over the plate armor.
But does he have her on his head?
He does. He has like very long dreads that are like
She's-
tied up into a bun.
Oh,
She's just gonna like play with him, and every time she looks at Thaxl, she's just gonna like bang two of the ends together and smirk, and then like keep playing in his head, in his heart.
That's awesome. Thaxl wolf. That's awesome. All right. Let's see. I think that, and I will allow a little room here to retcon this if I'm wrong, but to sort of hit a beat with crossover stuff. Maeve'riel's going to mention, once you're in a place where she feels you can share the information without too many people listening in. So, friends, while we're here, I thought perhaps we can make the best of it. I know we have you're all looking to do your fight in your pits tonight. But I've come across word of a score, as it were, an opportunity to gain some riches and some powerful items. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's an empty mage tower in the city. I believe I've found a way to enter it. Its riches in the lower floor, lower 2 floors, I believe, have been cleared out, but none can make it beyond that. Some don't return at all, so there's some danger, but imagine the magic items and spells and scrolls and knowledge, the power that must be stored in that tower. They all vanished one day over a decade ago. No time to pack, no time to secure things. I plan on pursuing it myself one way or the other, but I figured I would share the information with my new friends.
Nana will look at her and say, you know what? Given everything that we've been through so far, and your willingness to help and trust in me, I trust in you. And I'm down.
Wonderful.
Thaxl is rolling her eyes first at Nana's response, but also remembering the first time they were in Xangard and what happened to somebody. Yes, so she's like not interested.
You
or kind of just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, right, but you're in wolf form.
I am, and she's just gonna
nice.
Like she's kind of already checked out because she doesn't plan on staying here very long.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, don't mind her. Don't mind the dog. We need to get it a muzzle anyway.
Well, I do assure you, as a powerful Eladrin, I do have means to enter that keep us from harm entering.
Oh, you can count me in. Oh yeah.
Of course. Excellent, friend. Excellent. We will make sure that we line our pockets well. In Thaxl, it's around then that you receive a message from Tassos in reply. With everything going on. Oh gosh, right. It's the 50-word one, right? That you have. My love, how I long to see you and be in your arms. What you must be going through, I just want to make right. One day into my journey, had some trouble roadside, took care of it. I'll set camp and wait as long as it takes. Keep me informed. Yours, always. That's it. With the crew walking through the streets here, I mean, looking for a fight because you know when it starts, but there's still other things to do, you know, in that area of the city, of course, until then. Somewhat comically in my mind as we have Marcon walking with Nana D on his shoulders, and she's like, you know, playing with his hair and looking over, cutting eyes at Thaxl the direwolf walking behind Aga. It's just sort of like, is there people parting ways in the street to make sure you all have enough room as you pass through. That is where we'll end tonight's session. Yeah, I look forward to some pit fighting next
yeah.
session, and some creeping over towards the crossover, which will be March 28th. So just a little over 2 weeks away, 2.5 weeks.
Yes.
Which is also marks the beginning of Kim's campaign. Court of Thorns. Yes.
Can I get some finger guns, Dan? Could you just do finger guns for me?
Yeah. Awesome. Give some shout out to Kim here too, so you can scope out all the wonderful stuff she has on her channel as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you, players. Super fantastic. The role play tonight was amazing. Edge of my seat. Woo.
I mean, I'm sad, but it's fine.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh man, you're making me sad.
You guys
Sad. It was
played the shit out of your characters. It was fantastic.
It was great. It was great.
Give me chills.
I mean, it's great. I like also that I felt a lot more of the evil in the evil campaign come through tonight with the party dynamics there, that and the conflict with Immauri and Thaxl. Very, everyone sort of has their own point of view, and they're just like, this is it. I'm right, and I'm going to pursue this. I like that it's, building dynamics as well. And that it works. I think that down the line, it'll work with party cohesion and stuff, too, as far as, the characters go as well. But I love that, that and Aga, slicing someone's neck open and filling it up with blood, and...
that was great.
Nice.
Thaxl got her eyeballs.
Oh, right, yes. And I love just Marcon plying his trade with gathering information and being like, oh, money? Yeah, and magical items? Yes. No question, I'm in. Awesome. And thank you, viewers, as always. You rock. We will be... all right, so for anyone that's new, this is our Tuesday night campaign, All Evil campaign. Curious Lament runs every Tuesday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Starting right after the crossover that week. On Wednesday nights will be Mad Bird Squawks, where it's our D&D therapy, and we'll have a few guests from across different campaigns to come on and sort of suss out things that have happened over the past week in all our campaigns. Whew.
Are we doing that tomorrow? No.
Not until it'll be the week after. So there may be another impromptu one. Kind of depends on this week.
Yeah, that's fine.
That would be really great, actually.
Don't push yourself.
I might actually have time this week. I'm so excited. I don't know yet. I won't know until mid-morning tomorrow, but I might actually just have the day to be here and the kids be at school.
If you have time, let me know.
Okay, will do.
Yeah.
Exciting. You can check out Stormfall every Friday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Whew, that's our drama campaign, suspense, a lot is the feels. All sorts of stuff going on all the time. It throttles up here all the time. Yeah, nice stuff. Let's see. And every Saturday night, starting March 28th, the day of the crossover, will be in the middle of the day, noon. It's a Saturday, and then Saturday night, starting that very night.
This Saturday is the last Saturday for lore for it, because the 21st is our session 0. So this Saturday we're going to talk about a little bit about Southern NSR, but not too much.
Okay.
And then the Ask Me Anything portion, where for people who are in the campaign or not, to cover some of the stuff that I've already talking about. No spoilers. I have actually integrated all of them in their 1-to-1 sessions with their initial mindfucky thing. So,
I was the last one, and man, let me tell you.
Oh, nice.
It was pretty crazy, I'm not going to lie. Good
That's
Lord.
awesome, Deontay. Oh, I can't wait.
Ask Me Anything is the last chance.
Okay.
No spoilers will be given, but I'll touch a little bit on all the stuff we've talked about, and then for the players to ask final questions. Yeah. And then the 21st is our session 0.
Okay.
The actual session 0 with all the people because they've already got caught up. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. And that'll be offline. That's
Yes, offline. It will not be streamed. That's offline.
And then we'll be breaking right into it the next week. Yes, it's almost here.
Super
so excited.
excited.
Been so long in the works with that and the next crossover and everything. I'm so excited. All right. And then Sunday nights, you can catch us 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern with Obsidian Scar. Victoria is a DM of that who plays Maeve'riel. And that's still exploratory, fewer conspiracy theories these days. But there's a lot of interesting stuff going on there.
We're the proper naughty group.
Yes, thank you. Right, the proper naughty group. Yes,
there was.
Sure.
I mean, this past session there was a lot of like morality, like.
Oh right.
Pushing and pulling this time around. So I was like, oh shit, okay.
That's
right. That's what I thought. With
Yeah, the planning out. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Pepino went on his like long speech about like how you guys could just do things differently. Like,
I know. What is happening?
Nice. I think we went like balls deep and silly for the first like 6 sessions, or I did anyway.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like, okay, along that we sort of did some cluster effing. So how do we sort this all out now that we're?
It was so good. It was just
good.
It was so.
There was a lot of entering and exiting of
the holes,
glorious holes, and yes, naked tieflings.
That's
and
right.
Blushing Ilyanas, and
Poor Ileana. I feel so bad.
No, she wants it. We all know she does. She was imagining that book. Yes, she was.
Nice.
Oh,
Awesome.
heavens. Oh, heavens.
Nice. So definitely catch us Sundays for Obsidian Scar. every Sunday, 10 p.m. 20 a.m. Eastern. And then brings us to Monday. Every Monday night, Steph Skiles Art and Chat DMs The Forsaken. Again, every Monday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And aside from, it's the campaign so far where we pick up every single quest thread and then finish 10% of them, baby.
It's The Witcher.
Yeah. Yes. Right.
Yeah.
We'll circle around to that.
We're going to go on a side quest.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much.
Thank you all so much. Thank you for all the cheers tonight. Let me give some shout outs. So thank you, Kim, for all the cheers, and for the liquid courage. Yes. And thank you, Night Night, of course, for all the cheers. And thank you, Kim, for the gift subs. So amazing. And thank you, Rob, for the follow. I see you, Rob. I'm just kidding. I'll give him a hard time. Yes. So join us for any one of those things. We're here almost all week. And we love having y'all. Thank you, players. Thank you, viewers.
Bye.
Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.